Shalom, call y'all about Shem Shah. Shalom to the elect. And in these times, man, the elect, it's gonna be the top value of the earth life. We're gonna look at some stuff here. We got stocks and different stuff like that. Which I actually check out stocks myself and I invest in stuff. Like the elders, we talking about investing in gold and silver and stuff. And another thing to invest in is oil. But one of the main things to invest in is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures and being able to apply it to your life. So if you apply it, man, there'll be so much stuff happening. You can't deny it. And only a fool will deny it. They either bind it or they just foolish. But right now it's Sunday, so stuff a little down. I ain't gonna show everything of my information on there, you know. But any other time, though, that should be sky high, especially when you invest in certain stuff. So I just want to show like a little bar just to think, hey, the value of the elect going up. And a lot of these women, they start to choose up and take notice because they can tell the difference between certain men that they've dealt with compared to a man that's into these scriptures and stuff like that. They know ain't certain bullshit gonna bypass them. They ain't gonna be able to pull certain stuff off. So either they just gonna disappear because they ain't meant to be in your life, or they're gonna try to hold on to you. And I experienced that firsthand. But what I want to get into is going a few precepts. I don't want to ramble on. And it's just a look, it's a exhortation for you Akim too, man. Because I be talking to certain brothers and they be telling me about what they be going through dealing with their woman or whatever. Hey man, if you part of that elect, you ain't just gonna have no one woman, man. You're gonna have numerous women. And see, this world, they frown upon that, but they uplift a woman going around having multiple men. Like, this shit completely out of fucking order. But what's gonna happen? It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 12. Hey, some of you, you already know what I was going to. Better yet, I'm gonna start at verse 11 and read on down, just to get into detail why it's gonna be like that. Because there's also another scripture that says men should travail like a woman with a child. So if majority of men gonna be like that, it's gonna be some men that ain't gonna be like that. What do you think the women gonna go to? Now, this is in the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 11. It says, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. And that's what's going to happen, man. That's why ultimately a man of the elect will be made more precious than fine gold. And then I'm going to read on. In verse 12, it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. And why that man gonna be precious like that? Because he gonna know what's going on. He gonna know how to carry himself through all this turmoil. Ultimately, the Most High gonna be dealing with him, making sure he's safe and sustained. Certain stuff ain't bothering him. Certain stuff ain't getting to him. Certain illnesses ain't coming upon him. Judgment ain't coming upon him like it's gonna be coming upon other people around. And people ain't gonna see that. So that's why that man gonna be precious like that. But you look at gold, especially the value of gold now. Hey, gold done skyrocketed. I think it's a little under $2,000 right now, ounce. It was a little over, then it dropped down a little bit more because that's how they do stuff, and then it go back up. But a man gonna be more precious than that. And not just no average nigga either. Now, when you argue, man, hey, when you're dealing with these women, and the scriptures give you the full scoop, so to speak. Scriptures give you the scoop on these heathens. They give you the scoop on Esau ass, and they give you the scoop on these fucking women. So let me go into the scripture real quick. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 26. So you Akim, man, you're dealing with these women. Hey, and you don't end up with one that you might be so heavily into and it just don't work out. Hey, don't even trip, man. Hey, that's the most time moving that bitch out your way. Because you got other stuff you got to focus on. It says in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 26, it says, "And I find more bitter than death a woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her." That's why a lot of these niggas get caught up. Niggas be getting killed because of these bitches, set up and robbed, getting injured, all type of shit. Get put on fucking child support. Bitch be taking niggas to court, getting niggas locked up. Hey, you name it, man. And that's because they be doing shit they ain't got no business more than likely. And you arguing to be in situations with women too also. It might seem like it's a little rough or whatever. Hey man, it's a way you deal with it. You don't rule in that situation as a roaring lion. You use wisdom when you deal with that. And if it's meant for y'all to separate or whatever, hey, the Most High will make a way for you and bring you something 10 times better. The book of Proverbs chapter 5 verse 4 says her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a double-edged sword. And that's how chicks be doing these niggas, man. That's why a lot of these niggas be out here stressed the fuck out. Don't take baths and shit because they don't got fucking shit fucked up, man. But that's how it be. They be out here just through because the damn chick done brought them low. It says in the book of Proverbs chapter 2 verse 19, it's backing up what I'm saying, say none who go to her return or negotiate the paths of life. So these niggas give up on life because of these hoes, man. Hey, but you can't be in that spirit though, man. Akio, man, you gotta be in that mighty man, King David type spirit, because it say that the elect shall be at the house of David, the house of be as gods. Can't be no weak ass nigga in no and be walking around like that. So certain stuff, hey, you gonna go through just so you can learn and experience yourself, and then you know what to do. Now it says in the book of Proverbs chapter 22 verse 14, it says the mouth of an adulteress is a deep pit. He who is cursed by Yahweh will fall into it. And that's why a lot of these niggas get caught up. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go fuck this nigga bitch. And she talking about she got a man, but he don't need to know. He at work. This nigga come home and blow both of them away though. That's why I say that the mouth of adulteress is a deep pit. He who is cursed by the Lord will fall into it. And a lot of these niggas, they fall into that pit, man. Cause there's plenty of women out here. You ain't gotta go fuck no other man or woman. You can get your own. You can have numerous if you got that type of spirit to deal with them like that. Now it says, I'm just gonna run down to it. All these precepts over here. It's in the book of Proverbs chapter 2 verse 18 to 19. It say, for her house inclineth unto death. And a lot of these chicks do be inclined to fucking death, having abortions and shit. All type of wild shit they be doing, man. Taking Plan Bs. It say her paths. It says in her paths unto the dead. And that's, man, that's wild as fuck. Now don't get it twisted. I know some women, they be listening to my channel and stuff. There's some slime ball ass niggas too. But you women, y'all top the fucking charts when it comes to that shit. Now, in the book of Proverbs chapter 5, it say, for the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. So the old chick, they be saying all type of shit, nice ass shit. Like I dealt with a situation today, and this nigga, he was about to get fucked up because he listened to this chick until I actually broke down exactly what happened. And he was like, damn. He was like, come on, baby, let's just go home. But he was ready to get into some shit because this woman went and lied and made up some shit and didn't even tell the full story. But once I let him know exactly what happened, and he calmed down with him, he ain't even tripped. So, hey, that scripture right there, speak, man. It say her mouth is smoother than oil. She didn't say all type of shit just to reel you in. But being a man using wisdom and discernment, you apply these scriptures, man, and your Most High dealing with you, He gonna make sure you're straight and you don't get caught up in none of this bullshit, none of these devices. Yeah, I know this still be a little harsh. Fuck it, it don't be a little harsh, it be actually harsh and offensive, but it's because it's the truth though. The truth hurt. The truth don't always be all sweet and smooth. Like the scriptures say, a lot of people say, speaking to a smooth word. That's what we want to hear. They want to hear that smooth, sweet bullshit. Well, you come real and you come raw and uncut, and they get offended. Let me go into some more scripture real quick. Cause you man, you gotta remember, man, you the prize, man. You just be worship niggas, and you got these beta male ass niggas. A lot of these beta male ass niggas gonna get put to death, bowing down, getting down on one knee, doing all this little weak ass shit. And don't get it twisted. Think I'm just ranting like I don't get no women. You know, I can show you my phone, but I ain't gonna do all that because it ain't about that. But don't get the shit twisted. No. Book of Isaiah chapter 32 verse 2. Then Esau been giving out these little goodies and all this other shit too, this government aid and all this other bullshit. Hey, when they about to start doing it even more. When they snatch that shit away, what do you think these women gonna be going to? And I've been experiencing that too. Chicks hit my phone up, needing me alone and shit, hungry and shit, need some help. You know, all type of shit, man. And I'm just speaking from personal perspective too, and as I bring out these scriptures. Now, that's the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 2. It says, "And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and covered from the tempests, as rivers of water in a dry place." Hey man, a man gonna be as rivers of water in a dry place. Imagine you walking through a desert, and you just come across some water. You gonna be happy than a motherfucker. Hey, that's how a man gonna be, man, when this shit really hit the fan like that. It says, "As a shadow of a great rock in a weary land." So imagine being in a weary land. It's hot as fuck, sun beaming down. And you that shadow. That's how valuable you're gonna be, man. Like, you know, certain men, they go through stuff, dealing with all these people, this fake ass shit, because this society upholds. But yeah, let me go get this scripture. It upholds this folly. But let me see. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 6. It says, "Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place." And the rich is talking about the elect, ultimately, because, hey, I ain't rich, and I know other Akim ain't rich either. You know, we have substance and extra stuff that the Most High give us, but overall, though, the people that they uphold, they full of fucking folly. And they damn sure ain't think about edifying the people so we can get out of Babylon. They want to stay here and shit. Talking about the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years and shit. Hey man, I hope the Most High bring this place down in the next fucking couple months. And if it was up to me, I actually bring this place down ASAP, bro. We learned our lesson, but it ain't up to me though. That's just something I would like to see. Let me go on to some more precepts real quick. It's the book of Job, chapter 40, verse 7. And this was the Most High saying this to Job. Chapter 40, verse 7 says, "Gird up thy loins now like a man. I will demand of thee and declare thou unto me." And that's how you're supposed to be, man. Pull your pants up. Shake the dust off. Whatever you're going through, shake that shit off. Deal with what you're dealing with. And man the fuck up, basically. Because there's all type of shit you're going to deal with. And the elect gonna be the judges of the earth, man. So you gotta deal with some of everything. How you gonna judge the earth? You ain't dealing with nothing. So you gotta experience all this stuff. And also gotta experience these women, because you're gonna be ruling and having a lot of women. You gotta know how to deal with them. And a lot of women, they don't like that. They be like, "I ain't no shit." Yes, you is. You ain't. Hey, you say that shit now because you got the liberty to do what the fuck you wanna do. But when the actual kingdom comes, which the word kingdom goes into dominion of kings, not queendom, not none of that bullshit, what's going to happen? It's in the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 22. It says, "A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord Yahweh, will hasten it in his time." In his time, I should say. Not her time. So everybody needs to be having these women. "Oh, let me go ask the wife first. Let me go ask my baby." Man, that's some real weak ass shit. No, I'm gonna pull a few more scriptures, man. I'm gonna end this off. I ain't gonna go on too much more. I just want to bring this out, man. You out there, man. Hey, value yourself, man. These chicks, they be ready to choose up any fucking way, especially when they know you into something way different than everybody else into. And being into these scriptures and actually understanding them and applying them to your life, it's like the top thing on the earth. Ain't nothing above this. Like, let me see. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 11. It says, "For wisdom is better than rubies, and all things that may be desired are not to be compared to it." So now, let me look at the price on the rare ruby. Just for edification's sake. It said with record prices of $1 million per carat. And a carat, if you know about jewelry, that's real small. But wisdom, like this scripture right here says, it says, "For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it." And what's going to sustain certain men in these times? Forget that. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure." And having fear in the Most High is very valuable, because there's also scriptures written that says the angels encamp around about those that fear his name. So, hey, Most High, he'll send a legion of angels just to watch over you, make sure don't nobody come near you, don't nobody harm you, don't no illness fall upon you. Scripture also says those who keep the commandment shall feel no evil thing. So you practicing keeping these commandments, hey, and you're on the Most High good side, you good. Look all that other shit, man. Certain stuff you might not get it because it don't really be meant for you. Now, I'm gonna pull a few more. So I had to hush this woman up recently about this shit too, because she called herself trying to tell me about something. Tell me I don't get caught up in knowing the name of the Most High and all this other stuff. Like, no, you gotta know the name. How you gonna call on somebody you don't know their name? That don't even make no sense. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 4, it says, "Unto you, O man, I call my voices to the sons of men." And that's how the Most High deals. It's order. It's Yahweh Shai. And you got the man, the woman, and the children. It ain't rocket science. It ain't fucking rocket science. Let me pull these last two presets and I'm gonna end this up. I keep saying that, but certain stuff keep popping in my mind. Just thinking about this, because, hey, being a man of order and things that are righteous stuff can be irritated when you see stuff out of order. Like, it's just irk your nerves. And then you see your Akim going through certain stuff. You just want to uplift them, man. So like, that was the point of this video. I'm going to go to the book of Revelation. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 2. Okay, I'm going to read on down a little bit. It says, "And I, John, saw the holy city," which is talking about the elect. They ain't talking about no actual city floating down from the sky. It says, "New Jerusalem coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men." So, man, if we're going to be his representatives, we're going to be the top man on the earth, man. And you know, I don't care how much money these elites got. what they got now and all that shit, ain't none of that gonna be able to be compared to being a man of Yahweh, Shem. So we know some more says, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them and be their power. And that's what's gonna happen, man. That's what you Akim gotta look forward to. When you're dealing with yourself, keep this in mind, man. Just keep this in mind. And I'm gonna end this off with this one story I always think about. Let me find it real quick. It's the book of 2 Samuel. I'm gonna read on down through this chapter right here. Start at verse 14. Now it says, book of 2 Samuel, in chapter 6, verse 14, it says, and David danced before the Lord with all his might. And David was girded with a linen ephod. So David and all the house of Israel brought up the ark of the Lord with shouting and with the sound of a trumpet. And as the ark of the Lord came into the city of David, Michal, Saul's daughter, looked through a window and saw David leaping and dancing before the Lord, and she despised him in her heart. And that's how a lot of you women look at us men now. Y'all be look at, especially when a man be well together, sharp, smelling good and all that stuff, and you be carrying yourself a certain way. A woman literally told me that she hated men like me because we be having women compete for us. But guess what? Women are going to be competing for men like me. They're going to be competing for the elect. They're going to be trying to get the fuck out of here. They're going to be trying to be saved. They're going to try to be helped. Especially with all this stuff going on. Esau come down with these troops. These FEMA troops, UN troops, whatever they send at people's doors, whatever they do. There's pestilence and plagues hit, the famine hit. What do you think? What you think is gonna go on? Come on now, use your brain. Now it says in verse 17, and they brought in the ark of the Lord Yahweh, set it in his place in the midst of the tabernacle that David had pitched for it. David offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Lord, and as soon as David had made an end of an offering, burnt offerings and peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of the Lord of hosts, which his name is Yahweh. You gotta know the name. How you gonna say somebody's name or call on somebody you don't know their name? In verse 19 it says, and he dealt among all the people, even among the whole multitude of Israel, as well to the women as men, to everyone a cake of bread and a good piece of flesh and a flagon of wine. So all the people departed, everyone to his house. It says that David returned and blessed the household, and Michal, the daughter of Saul, came to meet David and said, how glorious was the king of Israel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaids and his servants. as one of the vain fellows shamelessly uncovered himself. And David said unto my God, it was before the Lord Yahweh, which chose me before thy father, and before all his house, to appoint me ruler over the people of the Lord Yahweh, over Yasharahla. Therefore I will play before the Lord, and I will yet be more vile than lust, and I will be base in my own sight. And of the maidservants which thou hast spoken of them shall I be had in honor. Therefore Michal, the daughter of Saul, had no child until the day of her death. And that was a shameful name for a woman not to have a child, especially when you're supposed to be the king's woman. And he tell you that you ain't finna have no child, you're gonna put her away, and he finna go to the maid service and get him a child. That's the mind frame you Akim gotta be in, man. These chicks wanna get disrespectful out of line. Just remember, you the prize. Shalom.